I'm a certified kettlebell coach, and I'm going to react to Bodyfit by Amy's 10-minute kettlebell workout for an efficient total body workout. This workout pops up whenever you type in kettlebell on YouTube. These reaction videos serve two purposes. First of all, it's educational. We want to see if we can benefit and learn something from the coach. And second of all, they're highly demanded on our YouTube channel. Let's get it started.
Drop it down, press it up as low as you can go without the squat. You know your nice good squat form. Get low, press through the heels. Make sure you've got that kettlebell in front and that you're not letting your chest drop. And let's add a bicep curls.
And I think that's interesting. She does a kind of back squat. Whenever you do a goblet squat with the kettlebell or with the weight in front of you, the biomechanics change into a front squat. This is actually what I'm missing right here. She's more doing a back squat, which you probably feel in your lower back once you use heavier weights.
Down, curl, press it up. Down, curl. So just imagine that you're bringing...
I don't think this kettlebell complex is a very good one because once you get stronger legs, you probably use a heavier kettlebell and you probably use the goblet squat grip. This is the grip that we advise because it adds more stability. Once you add a curl, then you have to switch the grip, first of all. And second of all, you have to use a lighter kettlebell to add those curls. You have to cut down with the weight and you probably won't feel it in the legs as much. So my recommendation would be just stay with the goblet squat, go heavy if you have strong legs, and leave the curls aside. And now she's adding a press to it, so it's kind of like a thruster with a curl. I like the thruster version. What I would also recommend is to really just stop a second at the top in the overhead top fixation to learn to lock your elbows, really extend your arms. The CrossFit grip will probably be better suited if you grab the kettlebell like this, where the handle looks down and you got your fingers inside of the handle and you reach the kettlebell. It's not a bad exercise, not a bad combination per se, but I would use a thruster in a different version than with a goblet squat because at the same time, you probably can use a heavier weight for the goblet squat or for the squat itself. And then once you add the thruster, you have to cut down with the weight. Now she adds windmills to the mix and she adds the lighter version where you keep the kettlebell in your lower hand, the hand that reaches the ground, and the other hand is at the top. So the harder version would be to keep the kettlebell in the arm that is in the overhead top fixation. This adds more stability to the shoulder. However, this one is not as easy. And now she adds reverse lunges and a row. I like the combination. And it works unilaterally. It works in her case, her left leg and your right arm or your right lats are doing the work. So that's unilaterally awesome stuff. It's an awesome exercise. You probably have to use a very light kettlebell for this one to not lose balance. And now she's adding triceps extensions, which we believe we have this video up here that you can check out. We have a video about 10 most useless kettlebell exercises that we believe are not made for the kettlebell. And the triceps extensions is one because I believe you can do it better with dumbbells, or you don't use the kettlebell to its full potential if you do triceps extensions, and you'd rather do a press. And probably some of you who've been watching our videos for a little longer, we believe in a staple exercises. We don't think isolating the body is a good way to do with the kettlebell. However, you can of course incorporate this exercise in your workout. We believe a press would be better suited because it works more muscle and you get more done. And now she starts with the swing. So swinging the kettlebell in front of you like this, I don't think it's a good way to start. I believe we call it the hinge ready face, where you put the kettlebell probably half a meter in front of you, then you pull it into your hips and boom, you start with the power of your hips and you don't waste your first rep. There is the kettlebell when it's on top, it points upward. So that means she probably uses a bit more wrist and a bit more arm muscles from the arm. That's why the kettlebell starts flipping. And once she comes back, you see this? Her hips pull back even though she doesn't have no arm body connection. So in that way, lower back probably has to catch the weight a bit more. She leans back very strong and her knees are bent a bit too much. And at the same time, this is the way to do it when you do a double-handed swing. That's why we believe the hand-to-hand swing is the best version of the swing, because that way you will work your glutes and your hamstrings the best way possible. And even in the back, you see the kettlebell starts flipping in the backswing because there is additional torque, and that's something that you want to avoid. No torque in the backswing, no torque on top. And that's something that has to do with the wrist and with the arm, and grabbing the kettlebell with one hand and doing the hand-to-hand swing, like I mentioned before, is probably the best way to do it. It is the best way to do it. Now she's doing a Renegade push-up row, a variation of it. If you use a competition kettlebell, the kettlebell will be higher up, so you won't get as deep. This can be good if you're not as strong and okay, I'll go just a quarter down and then I go back up. It could be probably better if you use a knee push-up. Just go down on your knees and go to a full range push-up so that the muscle gets all of its fibers worked. And if you're strong enough, the kettlebell is in your way and it's blocking you because you want to go deeper, but you can't because the handle is stopping you. And at the same time, I think it's interesting if you have the kettlebell in the middle, because you have to use your abdominals. You have to engage your abs a little more to go into that row, which I think is a nice addition. And now she's doing a mountain climber variation with the kettlebell, just pulling your knees in, touching the kettlebell. I think that's a nice variation, an interesting way to do mountain climbers. My final verdict, I think Amy has an awesome personality. I like the way she handles herself and she presents herself. Her swing could be improved. I believe the hand-to-hand swing version is the best way to do a swing. Incorporating many variations of an exercise or incorporating many exercises into one can be tricky. We believe in the staple exercises. We believe the basics give you the most bang for your buck, because if you include much more or many more exercises, then first of all, you're probably getting a little bit confused, and second of all, you probably do more and get less. The basics really work your body as efficient as possible. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, like it, share it with your friends, and if you want to see more of this kettlebell stuff, then subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.